our Sunday walk. We're going to go to the Pleasant Green Park. We are here at the Pleasant Green Park in Magna, Utah. And we're going to be highlighting Jeff today because he grew up in Magna.
So we are standing next to the pavilion here. It's a nice park. They have a playground here for kids.
Love the playground.
Yeah, so it's been here for a long time, but I was here even longer than that.
You're a young man, Jeff.
I was here before its time. Okay, so we are at the other side of the park here, and this park used to just be a field. When I was a kid, we used to ride bikes over in this field, and it had some really fun trails and a deep gulch that we went down and stuff. And I rode my Stingray bike here when I was a kid.
You had a Stingray bike?
A Stingray bike.
What color was it?
With a banana seat. It was gold with a white banana seat. I inherited it from my older brother.
I remember you told me something cool you could do on your bike. What could you do?
Yeah, I could ride wheelies for blocks.
Blocks?
Yeah, it was
wow.
Cool. It was a lot of fun.
Could your other friends too, or was that kind of
No, they could too.
They could too. Well, I never tried that. Yeah. I don't think I could have, even if I would have tried it. So there you go. So this whole place here used to be your, what's it called? Your trail? Your bike trail?
Well, we called it Dry Gulch. And I don't know if that's just the kids in my neighborhood, because there are different neighborhoods around this park now. And all this housing existed clear back then too.
Yeah.
So the park is the newer thing.
The park is the new one, nice and green. But it took away your fun playfield, didn't it?
It did. But I had outgrown it anyway and haven't been in it for a long time. So this is good to come back to a park where I can walk.
So you might be wondering, see if you can hold it so we can see. You might be wondering where we got our cool I Love Magna shirts. They might be wondering, because you might want to pick one up, especially if you grew up in Magna. Well, where do we get them, Jeff?
We got them at the Magna Museum, which is what used to be J.C. Penney's downtown.
Yeah, used to be J.C. Penney's downtown. So that's a pretty neat museum. I've been making videos for that museum for a while now, and I love it. And so we're gonna wear these on the 4th of July. They're having a parade this year. So we're excited about that, huh?
Yes.
You know, one thing nice about an older neighborhood is the big trees that there are. Look at this one here. It's beautiful. It's way beautiful. Our neighborhood has little tiny trees, huh? We like it.
Christina asked about a couple of houses. So this is the house that Mrs. Turpin, she was the coach at Brockbank Junior High School that she lived in. This was the house that Dale Bello lived in. He was the custodian at Magna Elementary, so he lived in this home.
Interesting. So Mrs. Turpin, huh? So I remember Jim, when I went to Brockbank, and I went my senior year to Cypress High School, and I also went to Lake Ridge. So the schools that I went to were in Magna, but I grew up in what was called Hunter back then. And Mrs. Turpin was our gym coach. And back then, the girls at gym, they don't do it nowadays. You had to shower. Yep, you had to shower. So all the girls had to shower, and then we had a number. And then after we went through the shower and we were wet, we had to stand in front of our teacher, all naked, and give our number. That was pretty embarrassing, really embarrassing. But kids nowadays don't have to do that. I wonder if they're stinky though after they go to gym. It might be.
So this is the street that I grew up on. It's just a little bit away from their Cypress, so you can see how close it was. This is 3150 South, so Cypress was like 2 blocks away. And in spite of that, I still drove to school because that was the cool thing to do. You had to have your own car. And we all had hot cars too.
You did have hot cars?
Yeah, we had muscle cars. So
what was yours?
I had a 73 Nova Super Sport with a 350 and a 4-speed. It was a nice looking car. I was really proud of it. I'd love to have it back again. So this is the But it's changed since I was in it, since my parents passed away and we sold it. It's changed colors, it's changed roofs, and the yard looks a little bit different than what it did before.
Yeah. But it's kept up.
It is. Yeah, they've kept it up
Yeah.
nicely.
That's nice. A lot of good memories at your home, huh, Jeff?
Yeah, so this is the driveway that I used to park my Nova Super Sport in. Where the white truck is, that's where my sister parked her Pinto. She had a 72 Pinto that she drove. And,
But she didn't care about being cool like you did, right?
it was a nice car, it just wasn't a hot car. And it
Oh.
wasn't a fast car.
Well, maybe you thought you were all that.
It was good on gas, yes. So this is the end of the street that I lived on, and this has changed
see.
too. So there was my house, the one with the gray, with the truck in front of it. And this used to be a field here as well. So things have changed, and things have really changed nicely here. They have some really beautiful homes that they built in here.
So as we walk down this street that used to not exist, so what was here in this area? Just another bike place or no?
Yeah, I used to ride my bike here, and I used to shoot grasshoppers with my wrist rocket flippers.
Oh, I got to see you for that. So how did you shoot grasshoppers with your wrist rocket?
Accurately, I could shoot them well.
You grasshopper killer. I don't think I would have liked you as a kid.
I was a pretty good shot with it.
I was trying to save all the bugs and you're trying to kill them all. Hopefully you can see the sea there. For Cypress, or Christ. The new house is here. Another one going up over there. It's a great walk. Oh my gosh. How beautiful is that? And there's Jeff over there. What road are we walking down now? Edith Run? Edith. The only thing that reminds me of Edith is the Archie Bunker and Edith show. All in the family. So only Edith I know, or actually Chad named a pig he had Edith too. He had a potbelly pig he named Edith.
It's from the high school here to Brockbank.
So
And,
we remember this being Brockbank.
So this is where Brockbank was. Went to junior high school here.
Yeah, so did I. I went to Brockbank. I remember the girls having fights on the front lawn. That was a weird thing back then. Girls duking it out on the front lawn. And then also, I was in a, so what were you when you were class president?
Oh, I was vice president of student body here.
Okay, and I was a normal kid. And
so she wants to tell the story about a talent show.
yeah, so my girlfriends and I, we made a song up to be in the talent show. And we didn't know Jeff, of course, but we knew the cool kids got to sit on the cool, whatever, the cool spots.
The bench.
The bench.
The bench.
Well, my girlfriends and I made up this song for the talent show. And who gonged it?
We did. You want me to say I did? We did. We were responsible for choosing what talent got put on. And,
Yeah.
Yours was gonged, like the Gong Show.
It
that
was
happened back in
gonged.
the 70s.
That's okay, I won't hold it against you.
Sorry. So we're standing in front of Magna Elementary, and so I went here. I'm a proud graduate of Magna Elementary.
Okay. Well, my
And-
mother taught school here too, Jeff. It's a great school, and I did too. I taught
It was a
preschool.
good school. And across from Magna Elementary is this Ken sandwich shop. So we used to come here frequently, and often I would buy big wheels.
I remember my
That's an ice
mom
cream
buying me
sandwich,
big
right?
wheels.
And
Yeah.
we would buy what we called suicide drinks, which was a mix of all flavors.
Ooh. Suicide rings, but you're still alive.
Still alive.
I'm glad.
Yep. Couple more stories. So I remember back when Magna Elementary used to do a rag drive for Kennecott Copper.
Yeah.
So Kennecott wanted to have rags that, so the guys could wipe their hands and stuff as a part of the process up there.
Yeah.
So the school used to gather in all these rags, and then they would cut them up, cut buttons off and all the stuff, and cut them to a size where they were usable.
I remember
They
that.
did it every year.
I didn't even go to school here, and I remember that. Maybe Lake Ridge did it too.
Yeah, that could be. We're in front of the building that is the current Cypress High School. Not sure if they're using it at all or not. Anyway, this is the auditorium. That was built the year I graduated, and I had the opportunity of buying a gift, not from me personally, but from my class and probably 5 other classes besides. So we put in, gave a gift to the high school of a bust of a pirate that sat in that auditorium for a long time, and I just found out like 2 weeks ago that they've taken it out, and it's in a museum that Avard Fairbanks family runs for him down in what's the name of the town that's
I don't know, but we found that
the
out.
former capital of Utah before Salt Lake was.
Is it Fillmore?
Fillmore, that's the one. Yeah, Fillmore. So they have, for Avard Fairbanks, who was the sculptor, they have a museum down there, and they've taken that statue and put in that museum rather than having it in Cypress anymore. Okay, so we're on Buccaneer Drive, and this goes on the east side of Cypress. So this was a street that we named when I was in school. We did kind of a contest and had people submit names. And then we took it to the county commission, and Janice Fisher helped us get this renamed.
Oh, I did not know that.
So it was named Buccaneer Drive because of that contest.
So, hello! We are at the Magna Museum, and this is where you go to get what?
Shirts.
To get the cool shirts. $15 for the adults and $10 for kids.